loves, it's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. Just been posting, reposting stuff all day. Just working on trying to fix my page because that's all I really can do. But y'all know, I just been sitting in the same spot from earlier. Y'all know, I went in and got my coffee earlier. There was a whole issue with the young lady at the counter just doing what she does. So I haven't been in there. I've left and went and got me something to eat or whatever. And I've been sitting out here just kind of messing with my phone for a second. And I had my water cup that I've had. I've been refilling with water. One thing about me is when I go in there, although you get free refills, supposedly, you know, they do what they want to do. Just seen 111 on the phone. They do what they want to do. But it's like you're supposed to get free refills in there. But if I haven't paid for a drink for today, then I just won't get drinks. I only get drinks when I pay for it for the day. If I haven't paid for one, which I didn't today because I went to Rebel and I got a drink from Rebel today, and I still have lemonade right here. So I didn't pay for a drink out of there today, but I still had my water cup, which is one of their cups that was paid for, that I've been using for water since I didn't buy a drink today. Now this morning, like normal, I was able to go in, fill my cup up with water, ice and water. Of course, you know, after I drank my coffee, because you drink the coffee, and it's hot as hell up here, y'all. You drink that coffee in the morning, you start being thirsty. So I went in there and filled my water cup up. Ain't been back in there since. So I just went in there. I was looking at the time because they normally lock the door at a certain time. So I was like, well, let me go and fix me something to drink. I was sitting out here thirsty. Let me go and fill my little water cup back up before they lock the door. Go over there to the machine to fill my water cup up, get some ice. They've turned the machines completely off. So I'm telling, you know, the girl about the machine, and I'm showing her my cup saying I wanted to get some water, and what she tells me is I have to pay for the water. Now, I don't know when that started happening. Like I said, it seemed like people just make up their own rules and go as they want to. So she was telling me I have to pay for water now. I can't just refill my water cup up, which I thought was so funny. Why do we have to pay for water? I got to understand, is it harming them to get water out the machine? I get that they cut it off every now and then like they do because it is a lot of homeless people around here, and they will just grab a cup and go in there and fill it up with whatever drink they want to fill it up with. I get that. But they've been doing that for a long time. They ain't just started doing that just since I got over here. They've been doing that. So the fact that they just now today decide that they just gonna make you pay for water, something you ain't had to pay for the whole time. Now, if you're able to get free drink refills, why would they deny you from getting water? But here's the thing. See my cup right here? This large cup that I purchased, by the way, it wasn't given for free. This large cup that I was about to fill up with ice and water, she told me it would be a fee. They would charge me to fill that cup up. But they would give me this one for free. So evidently cups don't cost, but water costs. Isn't that funny? So they'll give you this little baby cup right here, filled with ice, and you have about 3 sips of water in here because it's filled up with ice. This little baby cup right here. Evidently this cup is free. But again, water is not, because the cup that I paid for can't be filled up with water. Isn't that something? This their new rule. They won't allow you to get water. You have to pay for water now. So it's already bad enough. Just like I was talking about this morning, you have all these issues with using a restroom up here. Using the microwaves up here that's sitting right inside of the gas stations for everybody to use, but evidently not for everybody to use unless you pay. And not only that, but you can't even get water up here. So meanwhile, I've been spending my money up here. And evidently, you have to spend more money just to get water. Now, what's funny is there's people in there. And I know whatever they paying for to drink, they're able to get refills of it. They ain't being charged. So how is it that I'm asking for water and y'all want to charge me for water? Again, evidently, the water costs, but the cups don't. Isn't that strange? So this cup here is free with the 3 swigs of water that they have in it because it's filled with ice all the way up to the top. But the cup that I purchased can't be filled with water because evidently the water costs money. Yeah, make that shit make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. I'm gonna walk across the street and just get me a gallon of water because it's never that serious. And like I said this morning, it was no problem with that homeless man walked right in. He hit that shit right on the side wall and turned the machine right on and got whatever he was finna get and go. And like I said, I understood why he did that with that nasty attitude girl in the front. And then the way they act now. It's certain ones that's in there and you can tell they don't give a damn. You can tell the management just don't care. She tried not to even look over in my direction because she didn't even want to have to address it. So that's what they do. They pretend not to see you when you're coming in there. But they only do it to certain people, though. That's what's funny to me. They pick and choose who they do it to. And so maybe because I've been in there regularly, they probably labeled me as like one of the other homeless people that be coming in there because I'm in there regularly. And so they look at me a certain way now. That's what I noticed, that like they really sour when it comes to the other people. And it's so funny because I was just bragging on them, just saying, you know, how much different McDonald's was versus all the other places. How helpful they seem to be when it comes down to the community and the people that hang around here. But I realize it's just certain ones, y'all. It's certain ones that's in there. They don't care. They absolutely don't care. They feel like you beneath them if you don't have anything. So they'll go out their way to give good customer service to the people they feel like have money. But if they feel like you don't have any, then that's what you get treated like. If you don't have money, then you need money to refill the cup that you already paid for. So you can take these little 3 sips of water, but how dare you actually get enough water to quench your thirst? Isn't that some shit? Yeah. Look at the top of the deck, y'all. Low down, because that's what they are in there. I posted at least a minute of the video that I recorded on, it's in a short, so, I mean, I don't know if y'all want to go and see it or not, but it's ridiculous. And evidently, I was bragging on them a little bit too soon, because, yeah, they've completely flipped the script. Completely flipped the whole script. And they real nasty about it. They don't care. It just is what it is. And like I said, the manager that's in there now, she ain't even trying to look in your direction. That's what they do. They all go huddle up at the drive-thru. And you know what's so funny to me? For everybody to be working over there with the drive-thru people, they always pulling somebody up. Somebody always got to wait for their food to come out. It be 10 of them in there, but somebody always got to wait for their food. But all of them be huddled up in a drive-thru like they got extra hands over there. But people still having to wait for their stuff. But that, I don't know, y'all. I know I worked in fast food for years, so I pay attention. And that probably don't matter because, you know, I notice every now and then. I notice a lot of stuff, so it don't make sense that I actually worked there. Yeah. People are funny, y'all. And just right when you want to give them the benefit of a doubt, what I've learned is don't. Don't. Because they can be some real messed up people. What is the harm in giving someone water to drink? Somebody please explain to me that. What is the harm in that? Even if it was one of the ones who be getting a drink all the time. Like, if they asked for water and they had their own cup, why would you not be able to fill your own cup up with water? With water, y'all. With water. So again, cups, evidently, the cups are free. But if you want water in your cup, then you have to pay for the water. And I asked her, since when did that happen? She couldn't even give me an answer. I know, because I just filled my cup up this morning. I'm looking at some people over at the machine right now. I ain't going back in there, but I'm looking at people over at the machine now. So when I tell you they show favoritism, they have a prejudice towards people who look like they don't have anything. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. I can't say, I'm not gonna lie, I hate being here. I absolutely hate being here. The people here are trash. Not all of them, but most of them are. Most of them are. And they just will try to hide it as much as they can until they can't hide it anymore, and it just come bursting out of them. I absolutely hate it here. I do not want to be here. But you know what's funny? I knew that 2 weeks into my stay, I knew I wasn't going to stay here. I was just waiting for my time to end so I could just go. And then, of course, I get stuck here. I was telling y'all that the other day. Like, I feel like it almost feels like it was a setup. Because my whole plan was to stay for a month just to see if I liked it here, because I didn't know if I wanted to stay here or keep going to where I was going. So I was like, let me just see what it's like here first. But like I said, after a couple of weeks, I knew I didn't want to stay here. I knew it. And so the whole time, I was just kind of counting down in the Airbnb that I was in, like just waiting for time to pass by so I can get in my car and get on the road. All of a sudden, I have a week left, and the windstorm come. And I just so happen to be in Walmart getting something so simple, and some little young Spanish girl with her brothers in the car pull up, and evidently the wind, according to her, pushed the door out of her little brother's hand, 1444 on the phone, and it knocked my mirror off. My mirror, the whole mirror was hanging. You can see from my other videos. Go check out my, what is it, on IG? I think I put it on there. Whole mirror was hanging off. And so, yeah, the daddy showed up and tried to pretend like he was driving, but we know he wasn't driving, but he was trying trying to help the young lady who he had driving, which probably wasn't supposed to be driving because she looked like she was in high school. She probably didn't have a driver's license, but she could drive. But she had her little brothers in the car, and she probably shouldn't if she didn't have a driver's license. And she jumped in the back seat immediately. And so, long story short, after they tried to pay for it, and evidently he didn't want to pay how much it was going to be, they ended up going through the insurance company. He had Progressive insurance. So they end up going through the insurance company. I dropped my car off at Toyota Nation. My car ended up at Toyota Collision Center. And I ended up picking it up like 3 months later. Just so happened, I get a call saying my car is ready right when my money's ran down. Exactly when I have no more money left. So I've been up here all this time paying for hotels, extra gas, food, waiting for them to fix my car, thinking Progressive is going to reimburse me everything I spent because they telling me to keep my receipts for everything, only to be told right before I get my car back that they're not going to reimburse me for anything. And so all the money I had saved to keep moving with, I had to spend for months while I was waiting for them to just fix one mirror. For months, y'all. 3 months they held my car. I literally ran out of money right before they called me to come and get my car. It was to the point where I didn't even know if I was going to have the gas to drop off the rental car and be able to pick my car up. Yeah, it felt like the whole thing was staged to me. Why did it take that long? Why did y'all tell me y'all was gonna reimburse me and have me spend all of my money waiting only to tell me that you're not gonna reimburse me? Because I wouldn't have even waited. I would have just taped that shit on up and went on where I was going, because it made no sense. So now all my money is spent, and I've been sitting here for a whole nother month sleeping in my car with no money, no way to get up out of here. And I feel like that was the whole plan. Because how a week before I get ready to leave does this happen to my car, and then my car is held hostage for 3 months while I spent every dime that I had? All my credit cards ran up, all of the money I had in my bank account. I ain't have nothing when I came except for the 401k that I pulled out. Whatever I had in my 401k, that's what I came. That's all the cash that I had and the credit cards that I had. I done maxed all my credit cards out and spent all the cash that I had because they told me they were going to reimburse me. But not only that, I was trying to budget off that. I wasn't even able to move around comfortably, even knowing that they would reimburse me, because I knew if it took them too long that the money would run out. And they had already given me an ETA that was for the end of May. So I knew it wasn't going to last that long to begin with. I knew it wasn't going to last that long. So I was already skipping meals. I was already sleeping a couple of days here and there in my car to avoid having to pay for the $200 that the room is going to be on a weekend, because they go up on the weekend. They can be cheap during the week, but they jump up way up on the weekend. And so I was already trying to budget my money then, even knowing or thinking that they were going to reimburse, because they told me to keep all my receipts. Keep all my receipts. Bag full of fucking receipts. Reimburse me for anything. So now I'm sitting up here, and yeah, I'm irritated because I suppose this is not supposed to be like this. I was prepared when I came in, like I just did something I ain't have any business doing. I'm responsible. I'm not stupid. I was prepared to come up here. I had months. If I last 3 months here, not expecting to be here for 3 months, then you know I was prepared for something, right? But for them I feel like they held my car hostage. They held it all the way until I drained everything, all of my credit cards, everything out of my account, and then I get a call that say, "Your car is ready." And I was like, "Oh my God, is it even gas in my car?" I don't even know what I'm gonna do now at this point. So it seemed like, again, the whole thing has just been a setup. And I just been sitting out here, just sitting out here trying to survive. And they make it hard to use the restroom, hard to use the microwave if you're going to try to save money and do stuff like this, buy noodles, stuff to eat. I downloaded all these little apps, so I've been using every little coupon and thing they give me on the apps. Ain't like I just been just here, just being here. I've been spending my money with them in McDonald's, using all the little things on the apps and the buy one get one free, and at least spend this much money in order to be able to get this. So it's not like, you just asking them for anything. I've been spending my money here and at Burger King and at Taco Bell, using the little things that they give you. $1 here and you get this. You spend at least $1 and you get that. I've been trying to budget, y'all. I've been trying to budget the best way that I know how. With the little bit that I have, I think I got like $10 left. And no gas. And of course, no money coming in. So my bills that I would normally pay hadn't even been paid. My car note, my insurance, it hasn't even been paid. And so yeah, I feel like this was all a part of the plan. And it's so funny because for me to be sitting down here and just observing and feeling like I was literally bragging on them and how much different they've been versus all the other places that I've been to. And saying this is why I kind of been here for so long, in spite of all the people that be pulling up and just sit. I know what they be doing, in spite of all the other stuff. Look, I wish y'all can see. It's people in there at the drink machine. Like I said, people have money. The people they think have money, they treat them completely different from the ones who they feel like don't. And see, I came in, I probably had the same dress I had on yesterday. And so they looking at me again like I'm one of them. And when I say like I'm one of them, I mean like the ones that be coming in there just stealing the drinks and stuff. But I'm the one that's spending my money in there. I may not be spending it in the afternoon with the ones that's in there, but in the mornings I do. Hell, some afternoons I've spent my money in there. Several afternoons I've spent money in there. And so I'm so disappointed. It's so frustrating to deal with the stupidity like this. It's ignorance, y'all. It's arrogance. This is stupid. You gotta pay for water, but not the cup. And I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over Vegas altogether. I'm over all these little places with their bias and their prejudiced people that they have working in there, picking and choosing who they want to be friendly to, who they want to give the customer service to. I had out a bar of soap. I walked over there to use the restroom, y'all. I told y'all it's so hard to use the restroom around here. Even in McDonald's, you have to spend money to use the restroom. But like I said, I've been spending my money in there. So I've been able to go in there and use the restroom because I've been spending my money in there. But evidently that ain't matter because evidently I ain't had enough to move around like the people who they allowing to move around. Because again, people, ever since I walked out, people been in and out over there. over there at the machine. So because it's so hard to use the restroom, one day I didn't buy anything from McDonald's, and so I didn't ask them to use their restroom. What I did is the little place over here, Parkway Tavern, says 24-hour gaming right there on the corner. I walked over there instead. First day I was able to go in and use the restroom just fine, come right back out. Wasn't any problem. The second time I tried to go in there and use the restroom, I was in there standing over the sink. I pulled my soap out of my bag, my Dove soap, and was washing my hands. And the girl came in the bathroom and went off, y'all. Oh no, you're not about to do that in here. You're not about to change clothes in here. You're not about to wash up. Just completely went off. All she seen was the bar of soap right there in my hand. She seen the pack that it came out of and the soap in my hand I'm washing my hands with. Nothing else. Nothing else, because I hadn't pulled out anything that I had, nothing. I'm just standing there washing my hands with the soap, and she came in there and completely went off. And I tried to be as patient as possible. I tried to not react. And I was so nice about it. And while she was screaming and yelling in the background, I was just, my apologies. I wasn't about to do that. I'm in here just doing this. And you got to get out. I don't give a fuck where you go. Just get out. You're not finna change in here. You can go piss on a corner or change on a corner like everybody else. That's what she told me. Go piss or change on the corner like everybody else. And I held my composure. I ain't say anything. I kept trying to apologize, I trying to be nice about it. I could have had a completely different reaction, but me, I'm in their building. She done said it's private property 1,000 times. And it's a bar. You come in there to drink, evidently you don't come in there to use the restroom. Now, who's to say I wasn't about to sit down at the bar my damn self when I came out of there? Because I just went straight to the restroom, right at the front of the door. You don't have to pass by anybody. It's literally as soon as you walk in the door. But me, I'm just being calm. Of course, her hooping and hollering and screaming. She done called some man to the door. He come to the door. He's talking noise. I'm like, all right, I'm about to leave. Since I'm in here anyway. And y'all done cuss me all the hell out. Let me go in the bathroom stall real quick and change my clothes since I'm already in here. And since you done cuss me out for doing it anyway and I wasn't doing nothing but washing my hands. Excuse me for 1 second. Let me do this real quick. I guess that pissed her off even more because she went to hooping and hollering again. If I don't get the fuck up out of there, it's a private business. You don't come in there to change clothes and this, that, and the other. And she would break the fucking door down because she's did it before. That's what she told me. All of this because I wanted to change my clothes. But it started before I even attempted to change my clothes. It started with her just seeing me wash my hands with my own soap. I'm standing there with nothing no more than the soap in my hand and the box on the counter when she walked inside of the bathroom. So it started there. And it just kind of went and went and went. And she was so disrespectful about it. That's the type of thing, like, that's how they treat the people here. Every now and then you'll see something good, like somebody actually trying to help the homeless. But these people in these businesses, they don't give a damn, y'all. They treat these people like they beneath them. And they need to experience it for themselves. They need to be humble. It's very sad. It's pathetic. It's sick. I've never had to deal with this in Georgia. These people up here is a completely different breed, and I don't like it. I'm getting the hell from out of Las Vegas soon as possible, and I will not be back here. And I'm going to recommend to everybody else not to come here too. Because there's plenty of other places with casinos and they're way more courteous. People are actually nice. They actually give a damn. They ain't around here just playing pretend and faking in your face. Just trying to, I don't know, I guess just going with the moment. I don't know why they fake and pretend, but I mean, it don't last long. Again, they always show their true colors. You gotta do nothing but just sit back and watch. Like I said, the girl treated me like crap this morning. She ignored me. She gave me attitude. I hadn't even did anything. I was just as nice to her. The man came behind me. She was smiling in his face ear to ear. That's what I be talking about. But I'm spending my money in there. This morning, he was spending his money. It ain't like I was asking you something for free. I just finished paying for something. I'm asking you for more sugar to go in my coffee because you didn't give me enough. These people sad. It's sick. It's sad. And it really make you not want to spend your money in there at all now. Like I don't want to buy anything at all from in there now, to be honest with you. At least not from them. And that's why I stopped going down to the Burger King in the morning because, like I said, you try to avoid certain things. But it's like they leave you with no other option. And so I won't even go to Burger King in the mornings because I don't even want to deal with that person. Like that, I went in the afternoon one time and I guess it was a little bit close to the morning because he was there and I was like, oh my God. Because you try to avoid the drama. They don't care. And it's so easy for you to take that attitude and that energy and give it back to them. But it's so hard to try not to. And I'm always having to be the bigger person and I'm tired. I've been talking 30 minutes, y'all, and I haven't pulled. Well, we see one card. God, I gotta get out of here, man. I have to get out of here, y'all. I have to get away from here. I never want to see this place again. Never. And you know what? If anybody's any concerned about the way other people are treated, people with morals, people with integrity, they won't want to deal with this stuff up here either. So yeah. Yeah. It's 35 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'll come back and pull some cards, y'all.